watching AYV Television.
Inside the Salone Country Ports. Good day and welcome to Salone Country Ports, another edition here on AYV. Salone Country Ports, na the program outside you see about you see Salone culture, Salone history, heritage and tourism, and plenty of that in them. And it don't take long time small. We know they come to the studio for can present live, but of course we're glad for the art today. Mina Mohamed Farid Kagbo.
And Mina Francis Musa Momo.
Well, Salone Country Ports, again, they try for go on different time for bring you what you really like for see and what you like for enjoy, especially but Salone history and culture. Francis, what make you lost?
Yeah, we in the background. We do a lot of other work them for Salone Country Ports, though we know they kind of the studio, but we do things them for let people and see. We go the extra mile. We go na bush. We go na Badwood for let we see that Salone history, Salone culture, the life and living patterns of we people them come to you so that you self go be informed and you will know your roots.
Okay, you self can be part of the program. In case you want to send a message, send them on 030-718-777. 030-718-777 is the number for send message and be part of the program Salone Country Ports. Let me see the country ports waiting come inside the country ports or waiting come out inside the country port this week. We will know just now as we open the ports now. Francis, let me just try to open the ports and see waiting will come out today. Salone Country Ports. Remember, say this Salone Country Ports, of course, the program we get for they enjoy more and more and more as we go. Waiting come out inside the country ports.
Every day, Salone Country Port na new thing that they carry it, and the Salone Country Port they aid heritage education, tourism education at Salone. So waiting come out inside the Salone Country Ports. Just now, I don't dip me hand inside. They talk about the National Museum.
Okay.
And when we say National Museum, we all know we get this talk where we say the soul of a nation, the body of a nation, all of the elements we make up a nation can be inside the museum. Now it make any country we want for push for development, we want for grow, especially not to forget them past. So most times if you go to any city in the world, you must see a museum, and that museum is a reflection of the people self with the that country. So watch and see what the National Museum get for you.
Well, the Salone Country Ports finally come today at the Sierra Leone National Museum, at the heart of the city, Freetown. Waiting at this museum here, how they find or how they find this National Museum here, and waiting now the things already inside. Now this is Salone Country Ports. Come find out today as we go or we come now the Salone National Museum. Just come with me as we go inside. Well, we don't come inside the National Museum, and we glad to come meet Bure.
Yes.
Bure, how are you?
Good morning, Mr. Faika.
Okay, just introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Brahima Conte, a tourist guide at the Sierra Leone National Museum. You are welcome to the Sierra Leone National Museum. In the museum, we have two main galleries, Gallery 1 and the next possession is Gallery 2. Gallery 1 is purely based on the secret societies, the tradition and the cultural heritage of Sierra Leone. And then you can come in now.
Okay.
As you can see, we are now in Gallery 1. The Sierra Leone National Museum is under the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, headed by the Minister Dr. Memunatu Pratt. And within the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, we also have a body which is the Director of Cultural Affairs, and that department is headed by Mr. Fode Jallo, through which the Sierra Leone National Museum is directly attached to. But as a result of the supervising body, a whole commission was set up due to the passing of the Ordnance Act in 1947, and that commission is known as the Monuments and Relics Commission. And that commission is headed by presently Mr. Charlie Hafner to supervise and protect all monumental sites in Sierra Leone. You can come in now to see some of the collection at the Sierra Leone National Museum. At the extreme end is the founder of the Sierra Leone National Museum. His name is Dr. MCF Ismond. He founded the museum on the 10th December 1957. He was a gynecologist by profession, working at the Protectorate, and on his way coming back to Freetown, large amount of collection of artifacts was given to him by the local people, and at that time he deeply interested in cultural activities, so he decided to set up a mini gallery. It was at the British Council Library at the initial stage, before it was then transformed here and officially opened on the 10th December 1957 alongside with the Chief Minister who later became the first Prime Minister of Sierra Leone, Sir Milton Magai. The collection of our artifacts. The case 1 is based on the secret societies, the traditional masqueraders of Sierra Leone, and this is known as the Gongoli mask, which comes out whenever a family is bereaved, like the passed away of your loved one. It comes out just to create fun, to console that particular family, and it also comes out during festival seasons, like the Christmas holidays, the Boxing Days. It comes out just to give a colorful performance and celebration whenever we're having a festival season. We also have the Bondo Devil, which belongs to the female traditional secret societies. In Sierra Leone, we have two traditional schools of thought. The Bondo Society is meant for girl child. Those two societies, and the Poro Society is meant for boys. Those two societies already went through those two societies. You are well matured to go into any extracurriculum activities. We also have the Goboy. The Goboy is originate from the south and east part of Sierra Leone, and it comes out whenever they have the crowning ceremony of their paramount chief, or whenever they want to carry out the male traditional society, which is known as the Poro. The Gobo is there to escort the boys who have already initiated into the Poro society. And case 2 also represents the artistic work done by children. The Sierra Leone National Museum used to undertake an holiday school program during the long vacation of school, and at the end of the training program, children have been taught for them to know how to create some practical activities. As you can see, these are some of the property that they created after they have been taught during the holiday school programs. And we also have a distinctive traditional female figure with apron around their waist. They are unique and different in size and shape. It's commonly found across the Senegalese border, and it was brought by the Sierra Leone High Commissioner to Sierra Leone and donated to the museum during 1980s. We also have an exhibition portraying the animal kingdom. These are some of the domestic and wild animals that we have in Sierra Leone. It ranges from crocodile, elephant, cat, guinea, fowl, bush, cat and dog. It ranges between the domestic and the wild animal. We also have seafood. Seafood, these are things that we have in our Atlantic Ocean. Flowering plants and some of our species found at the Atlantic Oceans. We also have an exhibition of a traditional dancer named Aloduba of the Ogun Traditional School of Thought, the liberated African, and also it exists among the Yoruba people in Nigeria, but they are commonly established and firmly found in Sierra Leone today. We also have the suckling mother, a breastfeeding mother, the way our African mother used to breastfeed their babies. This is a slave calf, a molded slave calf, which portray the slavery period of Sierra Leone, the way how they were chained before they were transported to Europe or America to work in their slave plantation. We have a clay vase with an olded horn that they used to pour libation. There is a tradition for some ethnic group in Sierra Leone, like the Limbas and other traditional ethnic group and other tribe in Sierra Leone. Before they undertake any project, they used to revocate the spirits of their ancestors to pour libation. And this is the horn that they used to pour libation. It ranges between different ethnic groups in Sierra Leone. We also have a flowering vase used for the planting of flowers. So we can end with another collection, another artifact at the Sierra Leone National Museum known as palm tree climbing device, used to climb palm tree through by hoppings. And this is the gulch where they used to place the palm wine. After they have climbed the palm tree, this is where they used to extract the palm wine before they carry them in their hut. We also have the leather used to store vast amounts of their grains after the planting seasons. After they harvested their crops, certain amounts of their crops is being stored. So it's used locally to climb so that they can store their grains for the next planting season. We also have fish nets, locally called bembe, used to catch fish. And this is another net used also to catch big animals at the forest. We also have a fish trap. It's also used to catch those fish around it's used to catch the sleepwood fish. They used to go through inside here and it's locked, so they take them to their hut. We have honey hive at the extreme end. It's used for the processing of honey bees. They used to hang it on top of a tree and the bees go through it and they give it some heat. You see the liquid started coming down. Like you can enter in Gallery 1 now, which based on the secret societies, the tradition and the cultural heritage of Sierra Leone. In Sierra Leone we have 18 different ethnic groups. We have the Mende, the Timini, the Limba, the Loko, the Madingo, the Vai, the Krim, the Yelunka, the Bulom, 18 in all, but 12 of them are actively participated. Like anywhere you go, you can see somebody speaking those 12 because they form the majority. The remaining 6, these are dormant tribes. And even some of them have even joined the bigger ethnic groups, like thinking about the Krim, the Gola, the Vai, and some of them have even joined the bigger ethnic group within the same axis. The first exhibition at the museum is called The Witch Doctor. The Witch Doctor is purely originate from the northern part of Sierra Leone, and it's dominated by the Timini ethnic groups. It's made up of strong men who have already initiated into the male traditional school of thought known as the Poro Society. And members of the Poro Society come together in order to seek out for thieves or witchcrafts, provided if they may have not come forward for prosecution. They carry out this process by using a thunder axe, which they use to strike the witchcrafts out. And the Ariogbo headdress is also made up of items that containing juju. As you can see, the antelope horn, the cow shells, the porcupine quill, the animal skin, these are all items that embedded with supernatural powers in order to help the wearers to see into the future. And it's still in existence for consultation whenever they have difficult problems. It originates from the northern part and dominated by the Timini tribe. We also have the Kamajo mask. Initially, we had a rebel war in Sierra Leone. Yeah, the rebel war started on the 23rd March 1991 in Kailaun district. But actually, the method at which the rebel were fighting is not in the interest of the average Sierra Leonean, because during the war, you see massive amputation, the burning down of houses, a lot of destructions. That brings about the formation of the Civil Defense Force. Yeah, it was set up by Chief Sam Inganoman in order for them to protect their own areas against the rebels, especially for the southeastern part of Sierra Leone, so that the rebel cannot just go and terrorize them. Yeah, but due to the coming of the British forces and other African contingents, they were able to end the war, which ended in 2001, and they declare disarmament and reintegration into society. But these are the marks used to carry out initiation. Yeah, to initiate boys and girls into the society. After initiating them, they give them gun and bullets for them to protect their own areas against the rebels. Yeah, we also have the Yavi, the Goboy, and the Jobai. They belong to the Mende ethnic groups, but it comes out during the crowning ceremony of Paramount Chief. Like whenever they want to crown their paramount chief, they comes out to give a colorful celebration. Like the Yavi, he normally sings some cultural song and dance culturally to entertain the audience. The Gobo also comes out just to entertain the elder people and also serves as an escorter whenever they have already carried out the Poro Society to escort the boys from the bush. And it also comes out to welcome President during the visitation made by President. It has some significant purpose, especially for the southeastern part of Sierra Leone. We also have the Jobai. The Jobai comes out just to create fun during the crowning process of Paramount Chief. To create fun during the crowning process of Paramount Chief, running after children in order to generate income for the society. And this is the Hunting Society. The Hunting Society purely originates from the Yoruba people who settled earlier in Freetown as a liberated Africans just after the abolition of slave trade. And by then, slavery cut across various West African countries. Sierra Leone, Nigeria, Ghana, they were all parts of slave trade, but it was all abolished in 1807 by William Wilberforce. But after the abolition of slave trade, we also have some illegal slavery that was going on. And some of those people who set up the Hunting Society, they were caught on the high sea. And vast amounts of them were brought back to Freetown for a court of mixed commission to be set up. And automatically, they were led free. Yeah, they are called the recaptives. So they set up the Hunting Society. As you can see, this is their drums, the melodious drum that they used to play. This is the head of the masqueraders. We also have the broom that they used to dip inside calabash. Yeah, containing liquid substances, which is locally called sawe, which they used to point to the head of the masqueraders in order to give motivation to the masqueraders to dance. And this is the gun and bullets that they used to hunt bushmeat. Yeah, the Hunting Society have one big day called the Ogunde, which they use for initiation period. And before they comes out for that particular Ogunde, they first go to bush to hunt bushmeat. Yeah, and after they have killed a lot of bushmeat during the morning hours, they prepare delicious food for members of the society. It ranges between a maximum number of 50 and a minimum number of 50 and a maximum number of 100, as the case may be. And presently we have about 40 major units cut across in the municipality of Freetown and also spread beyond Sierra Leone. Yeah. It comes out during wedding ceremony, naming ceremony, occasionally, just for people to have that kind of coordination. Like if a member is having a wedding ceremony, it comes out to give a colorful ceremony. that people believe and they worship them as their God. This is the Mama Dora and Papa Yengema. They belong to the Shabro people. The Shabro people, they are predominantly engaged in fishing activities. Yeah. So whenever they are on the shore carrying out their fishing activities, Mama Dora and Papa Yengema appears to them to give them information about the present condition of the sea, for them to know when to catch fish, where to catch fish, and how to catch fish, just to abreast them. It appears to them flippantly for them to abreast about the condition of the sea. So it belongs to the Shabro. The Shabro, they are part of our ethnic groups and they reside in the southeast part of Sierra Leone. They predominantly engage in fishing and they reside along the coastal part of Sierra Leone. We also have the Mamigbara. Is a toy appears for occasional period like festival season or any other programs. It's used to come out. We also have the Mami Wata. The Mami Wata actually is a marine spirit. It resides at the Atlantic Ocean. It appears to people through dreams. Yeah, but before you dream this one, you should have supernatural eyes to see the throne of the Mami Wata. And after you have dreamt it, you should not reveal it out to any other person because it's a secrecy. Both of you will come into contractual agreement. Mami Wata will give you all what you want. You become the richest man or female in Sierra Leone. You will own fleets of cars. Yeah, but she also will give you condition because nothing goes for nothing. And if you succumb to that, both of you will come into agreement. And presently, we have some people that make use of Mami. We also have the Bambani figure. Bambani figure is used by one traditional herbalist in Bombali district. His name is Yako Sara. He used this figure to tell people about their present condition, the past, and even their future, what will going to happen to them. So he used this one to tell them. So as a result of that, vast amounts of the people from that district visit Yako Sara for consultation because they have strong believing in whatever else is said to them, and he is the leading member among the Bangbani society during the early 18th century. We also have a clamping device, country stock. It's used to impose corporal punishment on slaves who committed certain offense like idolatry or fornication during the transatlantic slave trade period. They open it and they clamp their feet. You know, slaves who resisted have been punished by this stock to deter their movement. Although probably it is now in existence to punish people who are gone insane. We also have the old form of kit box. Yeah, it serves as a luggage to store properties for safekeeping until you need or required for it. Yeah. We also have the traditional musical instrument. This is the balangi. Yeah, the balangi. We also have the kora, the talking drum, and the samba drum. It ranges between West African and other parts of Africa countries. We have similar instruments. Like this one, it belongs to the Madingo and the Susu. They sounded it during the naming ceremony or marriage or programs they have. They sounded it. And this is the guitar used by the Fula during naming ceremony, marriage, or any other occasion. This talking drum is also cut across between Sierra Leone and Nigeria for different occasions. And we also have the samba drum used for entertainment during marriage, naming ceremony, or any other program. This is the Kelen drum. The Kelen drum is used by the Limba people. Yeah, during the crowning process of paramount chief or any other visitations. Yeah, of course, as you can see, those drums during the early days, we don't have this recent form of music. So our forefather improvised their knowledge to create those musical instruments in order for them to be entertained. You know, as you can see, the painting, yeah, portraying the village setting. After harvested their crops, they sit down, playing those things for them to have a happy mood. Yeah, we also have the headdress of the Bondo Society, which was worn by a senior member of the Bondo Society known as the Soe. And the Bondo Society was originated from a female called Madame Yoko, and Madame Yoko was born in 1851 in the south part of Sierra Leone, Seneun. Yeah. And she brought the idea for the mutilation of a girl child, and at that time, girl child were not allowed to go to school. It's a school of thought. During the circumcision, they lecture them about the way of life, how to go into marriage, how to respect their husband, how to bear up children, how to have some domestic ideology. But presently, because of the mutilating aspect, a lot of sensitization is going on to put a stop, and they have already signed a treaty saying that a girl child should attain at the age of 18 years before they have to seek the consent of that girl child, whether if she wants to go through it or not. It was not at the initial stage where they can just take them beyond their will. So it is a discretion. It is discretion allowed to them whether if they want to go through it or not. So it's still in existence, but they have to consult them. You cannot just violate their rules and regulations or their rights. And we also have the Kamajo mask, as you can see. Initially, I told you that the Kamajo headgear is used for initiation. Yeah. During the civil war in Sierra Leone. These are the marks used by the Kamajors to carry out initiation, for them to be well fortified their body, yeah, before fighting the rebels. So these are some of the gadgets or the regalia that they put on to protect their body against gunshots, against bullets not to enter their body. It's well fortified with charms which give them protection, and it also helps them to be visible and invisible, provided if they maintain the rules and regulations of the society. But we thank God also, due to the intervention of the British and other African contingents, the rebel war ended in 2001, and they declared disarmament and reintegration into society. So finally we have peace in Sierra Leone. These are the real vests. It was donated to the museum just after the end of the war in 2001, which lasted for a period of 11 years. Yeah, these are the fighters, as you can see the photograph. We also have other form of musical instruments, the balangi, the kondi, the yamakala, the shebure. These are all traditional musical instruments used for wedding ceremony, naming ceremony, or other occasion. It ranges between different ethnic groups in Sierra Leone. Yeah, this is our fabric industry. Yeah, of course, Sierra Leone was well known for the production of the country cloth from slavery period. When slaves were captured and they went to America, especially South Carolina and Georgia states, they went with the idea of producing country cloth. Normally, we have the stick that bears up this one, which is the raw materials, yeah, called the cotton wool. After photosynthesis, the penetration of the sunlight, you see the seed got split, and this is the raw materials. They cordle it into, they yarn it into thread, and this is the weaving comb that they used to weave it. It comes like this, and they assemble them to form cloth, which is part of our fabric in Sierra Leone, and we are well recognized from slavery period for the production of these materials, and also agricultural produce like rice plantation, sugarcane, shuku basket. It's cut across. That is why 4% of the slaves were taken to South Carolina and Georgia states during the slavery period. And also the dyeing of the country cloth also gives significance to the cloth. It enabled people to know that this individual belongs to these ethnic groups or from this region based upon the dyeing. You know, each dyeing have their own connotation. Yeah, like for an example, if you set eyes on a particular individual, put on this one or this, you can easily tell the tribe and region of that individual. As you can see, the various designs of the country cloth. But as I was said, we have neglected the production of this one immensely. Vast amount is not being produced now as compared to Ghana, where they maintain the production of their kente cloth, and they still export it out to earn foreign currency and also provide employment opportunities for part of the population. But us, only the Chinese imitated one are now in progress. We also yeah, this is the Gongoli marks. The Gongoli marks appears in public with the sole intention to console a family who are bereaved, like probably the passed away of your loved ones. Or when you are sad, Gongoli marks comes out just to create a kind of fun so that you become laughter in order for you to forget about the past. You know, it's just a kind of entertainer, traditional entertainer masqueraders, just to entertain people so that they can have a joyous mood whenever they are bereaved or have a sad mood. We also have the lion, a replica of our name Sierra Leone. We got our name as a result of this animal, Lion Mountain, and it all happened in 1462 by a Portuguese sailor by the name Pedro Real de Center, who was sailing alongside the Indian coast, but actually he ran out of fresh food and water, so he decided to travel to the west coast of Africa. So automatically he arrived here, and at that time it was during the raining season. And normally during the raining season, we used to have the thunderstorm, you know, when the thunder is alarming. And when Pedro Real de Center is from the coastal area, he used to view the mountains, which resemble just like the shape of a lion. And because of the thunderstorm, he was imagining that there was a lion that is roaring. So he decided to give the name Serra da Loa, which means lion in that mountain. Is a Portugal word. Yeah, until it was modernized by the British Sierra Leone. So we got our name. We also have a chief devil. Yeah, this was used by one famous traditional Sowe women in Bo. Her name is Mami Fatou. Mami Fatou worshipped this head as a god in Abondo Bush. Yeah, and after Mami Fatou passed away, the death of Mami Fatou, the head was brought into the museum by the paramount chief in Bo, Boima Songo. Yeah, and brought it to the museum. And on his way going back to Bo, he had an accident and he passed away. So it's a story that someone can learn, that you have to maintain the heritage of Sierra Leone.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes,
thank you very much, Bure, for this educative tour so far here at the National Museum. So we'll continue later, but not today. So like this is just a synopsis of some of the things that are found at the National Museum. Well, that's what Salone Country Ports can do. We can work at the Salone National Museum. We can see some of the fine cultural items there. So within our National Museum, and of course, they don't take me around as we don't see some of the things. Then these are just few. We don't even start NET8 at the National Museum. These are just small parts, no more. So like in subsequent program, we will go for come to the National Museum and try to see which everything are the things that we did, which everything and get, and which are the things that we will learn from with history, from with culture, from with heritage, and from the things that people don't live, or things that people enjoy today, when they do, things that we like not say we don't live out of which everything people don't do. So we'll continue later on, but let's go see whether we will talk to the education officer, maybe for a small thing about the Salone National Museum and other the importance, at least the importance of the National Museum and how then they contribute for educate we picking them, but then here so. Okay, we can at the Salone National Museum, as we say they can talk to the education officer at the National Museum. We go. You go introduce yourself, sorry.
Well, my name Mrs. George Cole, Olivet Linda Barnett.
Now, Salone National Museum, we want to know how this museum come about, how we get to the Salone National Museum directly.
But before I answer that question, there want to show appreciation to we boss them, supervising body when at the Monument and Relics Commission, where they take up themselves for they do this kotoku every week. Now the media, the electronic media especially, so that people will know more about we culture and we tradition. Now to the question, how the museum come about. The museum, it come about through one individual, and this person, na person where he play big role na the society na Salone. This person also na person where them born na Ghana. And then when them born in Ghana, the people that were born and people that be settlers there. Then free slaves them, where be fed the American War of Independence, where them we go settle na England, where them they call them Black Paul, where them bring them Ghana in 1787, 1792. Now them where them become where the colony established in 1808. One of in daddy among in parents and be fortunate for work inside the colony, and then they send in papa na Ghana for go day as a medical doctor where his specialty na be gynecologist. Na Ghana they na in them born this person. Where them born am, na in them send na Salonia for like school na ya. But na salon man because his mama and papa na salon people there. Then send na for like school na ya. His school na the first boys high school where them call grammar school. Skyline Grammar School na there school. From there he further education to England na Good Shepherd Clinic, and this person here so na ina the person waiting map tranga one for lay we monument and we relics in a salon for let it go be safe, let it go be secure, let other most people they no go can a salon, they can't tiff them can't go put on their own country, and not to no other person now the person we name Mr. Mokomok Charles Farrell Ismond. Instead be follow the footstep of Indadi na been mentor, instead become a medical doctor and a gynecologist. How he be able for make it get the Muzele Fena na the Tori this. The Tori go like this. After we don't graduate na London, we come back na salon. He one can give in service to people then. Because I'm away partial, he get that spirit of I can call herself, how them go call her a Creole, that spirit of not only love but concern and sympathy for in people them. Okay. So in one really render the service to them, let in people them go be healthy and safe. And when they born picking, let the picking themselves go be safe, let no problem no day. So he give in speciality in documentation to the colony, but then be neglect them. They not give face to them. So he decide to go up country for let render his service day. And so you know, so then a sort of like barter system. The medical service. Yes, now the sort of barter system. Then they so when he go up country, they render his service to in people there, young people there. In people there in turn, they don't get money for gear, but then be they gear something like then objects there, you know, then be they appraise them in their way then they. And if he be appreciated, be glady. So it be then a one story house. So what he do, he make sure say the downs and place, he make a like a gallery where they use for decorating thing, and then the up place, he make a like a resident. And then again, not knowing that Biobio, not in one grain be depend this thing. Biobio division back. We don't count inside some piscodem because then they bring piscodem where if you go to the team, turn them, they call it Opoto. Okay, like the men they go they call them pisco and the crew them pisco. The team they call it Opoto. Today they call them tourists. Okay, we'll get different categories of the tourists them where they come as salon. Then they will not go inside. The law just continue no more now. So the Pisco themselves get this intention, say, hey, there must be a way out. And because of this mania, so one, then they, if they work, say he retire. He retire now, he want focus. So now he can help greatly. So because of the effort he put, first, now they pass the bill in Parliament for the Monument and Relics Commission Act in 1947-48. From 46 towards the end of 46, I didn't give first penalty, 47, 48, say then give 47 and give them pass the bill. Where them pass the bill, now the first person will become the first chairman for the Monument and Relics Commission. So now it begins first by being first. So through the help of the Piscodem, within self, they advocate to the governor by them. And then the governor will begin forgive them. This building will team up so. Okay. This building will team up so. This building, I can always say a monument. Yeah, very important. Yeah, it's very important.
Who's can building this?
It's a very important building. This building a monument. This building in one grade, it don't work boku for the society of Sierra Leoneans there. In one grade, if it don't be a school room where like they make a teaching place. Okay. Then later on, then turn into a mineral water factory like Guma Valley, where they produce water. Because that time you remember where them be make that and Kango Dam at Navigent. That Kango Dam there, now they supply Pademba Road, it can supply Usai Matolo Tower, the way they call Side Parliament, because the transformer, it can supply and the governor in house. Then again back here, so then be they try for how they purify the water now and all that. Because all this area na be what replace. In fact, when you go down Kinjimi area, they call it Water Street. Where we be the first saying that the one go Water Street and no more. Yeah. Where you go inside the street now, you don't really know. You don't know where you go inside the Kotoku. You don't really know the edge of how we reach in the area of we culture and tradition and we history very unique. You understand, eh? So when this after they make your mineral water factory, they make your telephone exchange center back. This one can build the water map so where they see so. What tell you say telephone exchange center? If we saw the enter inside the Kotoku, we never come on today. Lord your anger so that next time we not go know why it be telephone exchange center. Where eventually today it be with cultural warehouse. Where if you want to know your identification, for know who that you be as a Sierra Leonean, come at the museum. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Olivette Barnett, for this particular short story. This is just the start. We have for the camp at the National Museum from time to time. So we'll. Well, that's now we visit Salone Country Port, go work at the Sierra Leone National Museum. I believe say you saved all plenty thing from Dawakade and from the Towe Brema Conte, what we call Buredu. And also the short interview with Olivette Barnett, when the education officer. Well, that's what Salone Country Port can do. Maybe you know one, they go to the Salone National Museum. This is an opportunity for them to go there. They get plenty, you know. As you can see, Francis, what do you make of the visit?
Yeah, it's very important. You see, we can always say, let we go to the roots. Any nation we forget in past, you know, we will determine your presence and even your future direction. We're very important, and now that source of education, every museum they do. So some countries and you get even local museums, community museums. So we get a small space, but that space still embody all of which we get as a people. So the visits for the museum is very important. So you also not ever take the bold step for going to the museum, because we can get the challenge. People they travel, Sierra Leoneans they travel, go outside and go visit other people in the museum. They don't want to go to the museum yet. Sierra Leoneans they travel from here, go watch Cape Coast, but don't ever go to Bones Island. So you see the mismatch of what really we want for ourselves as a people. You understand? So then education they are very important. We Salone Country Port they carry to let people learn, see, and themselves know about themselves. It is very important for let you know about yourself. Okay, we continue with Salone Country Port. Francis, just hoping we go inside there and pull the next thing we come there. Oh, see one losu. Okay, I don't see him. I see him. It's candy. EB. I remember we like this guy working challenge and most of his Agbao we can say EB pray say Yaode Yaonode. He say we say Ibima. It's not so Ibima. So you always for say the real saying for be Ibi. Wow. Yaode Yao. I mean you so like this na married business. Normally na Salone Country Port we can actually patronize with people and of course now the Monument Heritage Commission and the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs and the National Tourist Board, which we can do normally. We can we get member them with the married, we can go support them. And normally inside Salone, it common for the people do that for maybe wear a shobi, wear the same clothes them, go support, go dance for people them as they wed, or if they get special ceremony. So what's happen? The Salone Country Port team, one part of the member them gets wedding, and together with one other person, where they work in the Monument Heritage Commission, when Claribel Johnson, but now Mrs. Aberdeen. So we also get Francis Momo, we now be co-presenter also. It not be talk this, but we can't see him. Of course, we start last week to show you traditional wedding. So the white wedding, the Salone Country Port we go there and we try to cover some things there. You want to see style, you want to see dance style, dance moves. You want to see also the fine attire them, the African attire them. The collar design, way like the
Monument and Heritage Commission, Tourism Board, and National Ministry of Tourism. Let's just watch and see how everything may go as they try for display CND.
The same boy. Yeah. Tell you neighbor, tell them say you there. Tell them say you there. Tell you neighbor, tell them say you there. Tell them say you there. Yeah. We dey send them go down. 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 Tell them say you there. Tell them say you there. Tell you never, tell them say you there. Tell them say you there. We dey send them go down. Small, send them go down. Yeah, we dey send them go down. Small, we dey send them go down. Enjoyment there. Look, Mami Talabi and Pape Charlie. Hey, Ebi Oju, see Bondu Odu, Emi Man Odu. Tinde ya for you. Monday at if na bad at you. No too bad at all. Tell them say you there. Tell you never, tell them say you there. Tell you never, tell them say you there. Tell them say you there. Yeah, we dey send them go down. Tell them, we dey send them go down. Yeah, we dey send them go down. Send them, we dey send them go down.
And the sound sensation come from the nation.
Mandende Papilo, do the dancing and they go down low. All man down chatty, baby they rocky, ah. I need you there, stab you again, give me stout day. Music set there, they go make you enjoy the music, tell it over here. Tell them say you there. Tell you neighbor, tell them say you there. Tell you neighbor, tell them say you there. Tell them say you there. Hey, we dey send them go down. Hey, we dey send them go down. Hey, we dey send them go down. Oh, we dey send them go down. We dey send them go down.
Nyamwana kweyita nyamwana ngumwe 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 baba dina sojeba nyamwana kweyita nyamwana ngumwe Never
I go they do. Everybody go they ask me why I dey cheap for the baby. And I just a long connection. Titi I like you collection. You dey create tension. Anytime you dey smile they enter. I got better come on Arodo, come on Arodo, do. Hey, I go appreciate it. Anytime you hear this beat, make you shake it. So if I dey close to you, when you drop that thing, I go catch it. You go tell me Coco. Baby, now like sweet palm wine. Alright, the more I drink, the more I want. Yeah. Every day you they make me remember, me I remember. Hey, Titi, I know they get any younger, so I remember. Hey, now like sweet palm wine. Alright, the more I drink, the more I want. Anytime you come closer to my body, the way I think this slow, though I try to hide them well, in emotions they show. I can tell you the secret, you got the thing go, you not realize. Make I tell you what Coco, you got the way you the wine, I'm well,
Medemu da ya feli nyani mangle na feli nyani kinu suburu ko medemu apie be ya problem da o ma buna ko feli mo ga be ho nyani ya mongo nyani anu ma be ne o da mako nyani anu ma to ne ya be de be be abe ya mongo mama nyani me pio ma nyanye mu ya onyo abe ya mongo mama yani mi apio manyanye muya onu be ma o be muya o be yawo yani mi apio go ngbe onya e go awo ya bu iba be o dama yani nyamwe yani anu ma do je gbo o bi ma je ye pepe ye be ngoko le pepe o be abe yawo wala o be Pero oye iwe benia yani abima yani agbere obima yani abima tonye abede bi bera yani abima ina jagba robo yun ni be yamu bo Yani anu abele no lupe. Dia bia le da jore mi ma pen. Pero do kini e be ba jore mo ku. Apera yani yawi mi aka. Oh baby. Oh baby. Aperi oye ma o. Ah yani yamu baby. Ni bia ke ni aka bo. Dia ka ke ni ke pe ma bo wa bo. Kale no po tere ma ka ni dia nya ma bo bi pe bo bi. Na ke bo bi dia ke mi o ku. Ella fue very young. Ella fue very young in the eye. Yani que se vuelve de cuando te toco. O bien o a como o el tío va a bañar o ya fe. Ah, o fe. O ya fe. Ah, yani young. The power on the phone. Who you man got to take me on the car? You know, I say, man, I'm ready to go. Bani Payaga, baby. Bani Payaga, woo, baby. Like a piano, go out of my life. So, I don't give me a little right. You put it where they yell, we ain't where I am. Oh, you didn't have a fool. Look at
Well, that's our Salone Country Ports, and as we go enjoy the wedding of Mr. and Mrs. Aberdeen and Mr. and Mrs. Francis Momo. The man himself we married, the married man there, so let's just explain. You explain them all now.
Yeah.
You balance with listener, we viewer them, you balance them, you don't invite them. Why?
At least,
anyway, congratulations
yeah.
first.
Thank you, and thank you to everybody who watch Salone Country Ports. But it was a display of culture and heritage, looking at all of what happened. You see the display, people with the typical nuts and mud clothes we call cola. We dandy, and if possible and go outside, then for watch and say this na Salone comot.
Yeah.
Salone comot. So and basically waiting Salone Country Ports they try for do now for let people know their identity. Now in our character, at least any side will go quality for show, and then they're very important for cultural diplomacy, and even part of also the foreign policy, then how we interact with other people from different part of the world. So that camaraderie they be very important.
And Salone Country Ports, one for use this opportunity for say, not so we all know with the cover.
Yeah.
Maybe you said they get this typical local events,
Yeah.
these cultural events, they get them. We will like for know that, and we will be part of that one day. Whether na traditional wedding, whether na this nice punado, but remember say for doing the way how them in the do
Yes.
the typical way. If you say this na Creole punado you want to do, como jade for doing that way day, nice one, we can cover them, we can show them, because na way for show Salone culture, Salone heritage, and waiting with the do now so. In case you get this, even if na burying safe, I mean, we know say even with the burial, how we do them, the Creole man get the process they do, you get that tribe they do. We can do on live, and we can be part of this week program Salone Country Ports. So we always we normally open 030-718-777 at the number. You can get on to we, then we can arrange some things today. Salone Country Ports. We don't go offline it too. We dey go offline very soon and go begin bring you real, typical Salone culture up country when we go there. But this is not just the beginning. And now so we go come to the end of this particular program. Plenty thank you for enjoying this Salone Country Ports. And plenty thank you to all the way up for watch this Salone Country Ports. Join you again next Saturday as we bring you another Salone Country Ports. Till then, Mina Mohamed Farid Kagbo.
And Mina Francis Musa Momo.
Salone Country Ports, oh, Salone Country Ports. Inside this country ports, yeah. Inside this country ports, oh. Inside this country ports, yeah. Inside this country ports, oh. Ministry of Tourism, inside this country ports, oh. National Tourist Board, inside this country ports, oh. Monument Relics Commission, inside this country ports, oh. AYP Center, inside this country ports, oh. Salone Country Ports, oh. Salone Country Ports, oh. Salone Country Ports, oh.
You're watching